Hey, welcome back. All right, theme 3. Even if we don't adopt a technology, we can still be affected by it. So let's talk about that. I basically have just 2 ideas that I want to talk about in this video. The first one is that normal people are sleep deficient. What I mean by that is this. We talked about the fact that about a third of Americans are. And I think that that probably underestimates it. I mean, I don't know people who describe themselves as well rested. So think about that. The people that you interact with, the people that you have been interacting with since you were a kid, are generally speaking sleep deficient and have been, which means a couple of things. First of all, they're not as cheerful, they're not as patient as they could be. Second of all, it's not just that they interact with you and so you go to the coffee shop and somebody's in a bad mood and you have a negative interaction. What we're talking about here is the people who socialized you, the people who helped you become the person that you are, develop the sense of yourself that you have. Those people who may have been well-intentioned, there were times when the feedback that you were getting from them was based on them being tired, them not being as sharp as they could be. And the thing is, when you are a 5-year-old kid, a 4-year-old kid, a 3-year-old kid, well, good grief, an 18-year-old right now, until you start thinking about this in this way, you think that, because this is how humans work, with the looking glass self, with the idea that you form your identity based on the feedback you get from other people, you assume that the feedback you get from other people is objective. I mean, you don't really consciously think of that. That's just sort of the way we're set up. We're set up because we evolved to be around trustworthy people who had gotten enough sleep. We evolved to be around those hunter-gatherers who were going to care about you, be invested in you, and also not be sleep deficient. That is the way your brain works, the way you take in information. The reality is the people who are giving you that information about yourself, that you are building your identity, your idea of who you are based on, most of those people were too tired to be on their A game. That's a major problem. In my intro class, if you've ever taken that, I talk in the socialization section about the fact that if you could have chosen, you would have probably chosen kind, wise, patient people to teach you about who you are. Most of us didn't have that, at least all the time. And now we're adding a whole other level to that. Most of them, even if they were kind and wise a lot, had times when they were sleep deprived. And they were interacting with you based on not being as patient and as kind as they could have been. All of which is to say this: the ideas that you have about yourself that you wish you didn't have, it's worth examining if you want to hold on to those or not. I would recommend ditching them on the basis of the fact that you probably got at least some of them based on people who were sleep deprived and who were not capable of giving you good, reliable feedback. All right, that's enough about that. Normal people are sleep deficient. You're interacting with them all the time. Don't take what they have to say seriously. Second of all, and I don't know, more or less serious, is the financial costs that are associated with this. We live in a situation where your healthcare costs and your health insurance are based on the amount of money that corporations want to be making. And those corporations have higher costs based on the fact that people are unhealthy because of their sleep deprivation. They're having accidents because of sleep deprivation. And we see those as things that affect those people. If I get in a car wreck because I was falling asleep at the wheel, that affects me. But it doesn't just affect me. It affects insurance rates in a general way, because the people who insure the car, who insure my car, are also the people who insure your car, and They need to be generating a profit. If I am costing them money, rates are going to go up for everybody. Health insurance rates are going to go up for everybody. So, all of which is to say, this is a problem, this is a problem. Even if you are doing everything you can to get proper sleep, if you decide to model yourself based on a hunter-gatherer and you're getting your solid 6.5 hours, which still is weird to me, you're still living in a world where nobody else is doing that. You're still affected by it through interactions and through the costs that you are going to have to pay. All right, that's theme 3. We've got one more video left, and in that we're going to zoom out from the specific technologies and how they affect sleep to our society more generally, and why the way our society is encouraging you to think about sleep and to think about that basic fundamental need. So that'll be super depressing, but I'll see you in that video.